As we live our lives through an app, we have become curators of our online lives, looking for that next like. Instant gratification from our 800 plus Facebook friends is a must. The human condition lives in a virtual bubble. While the recession has left behind a broken world full of mistrust, fear, isolation and separation. These influences are driving the need to rehumanize and reconnect to each other and the world around us, to look up from our virtual worlds. We live in an unstitched society that is suffering from the aftershocks of a severe economic crisis. This prolonged period of hardship has made humans overly protective of their assets and openly egocentric in their defence, resulting in a world that is governed by greed and that has lost basic manners and human respect. This is therefore a time for gathering, for bringing people together again in order to restore society, mending the fabric of our lives. Edelcore, one of the curators for the exhibition Gathering, a study of domestic design. The need to rehumanise can be linked directly to making, and that fundamental of human instincts to use our hands, allowing us to feel the genuine joy in both making and labour. This is not about nostalgia, but a need to ground ourselves, with revivals of crafts such as knitting and crochet, educational drives such as the Crafts Council's Firing Up, and TV shows such as The Great British Bake Off. There is a genuine human aspect. Reconnecting on a human level also means that cultures are being revived. Despite the collapse of the Icelandic economy in 2008-2009, Iceland is experiencing a period of intense design activity as Icelanders return to and embrace the country's Nordic and Viking heritage and culture. It is exciting that craft, design and culture are major influences on this rehumanising movement, the traditional and established running alongside new materials and technologies. As advances in materials opens up and creates new opportunities for makers, embracing the new in order to extend our own toolboxes and creative possibilities. Through making, new innovations are being made.
From the time of ancient cultures, people aim to reveal mysteries in order to understand the world surrounding, and yet to benefit the quality of everyday life. Thus, curiosity and passion became driving forces, changing the way of existence. Times are changing, so do we. The American author Joseph Chilton Pearce suggested that to live a creative life, we must first lose the fear of being wrong. This idea affected creators, thinkers, entrepreneurs, and resulted in the development of new materials and technologies. Even though, for the most part, we still know what traditional materials like paper and textiles are made of and how they are produced, old principles more or less remain the same, but technological advancement let both designers and scientists collaborate and create together. Thus, technology enhances production of what's so-called smart materials. As a result, today we have plastics that change shape, paints that conduct electricity, pigments that change color, fabrics that light up. However, the usage of these sophisticated smart materials sounds a bit futuristic. We should gain better knowledge and understanding about this innovation. The development of smart materials changes the entire concept of design. Schiller Tibbets, the man who really came up with the idea of 4D printing, suggested technology using 3D printer to print out self-reconfiguring, programmable material transforming over time, and in some cases self-assemble. He created programmable sheet plastic which, submerged in water, can fold up into a shape of cube, and this is just the beginning. As the application of smart materials becomes wider and wider, designers promise that in few years these materials will be in many of the objects and technologies we use on a daily basis. Thus walls changing color depending on the temperature, and windows that become opaque at the flick of a switch turn to be much more realistic.